Let's talk about our muscles and how we move them. There are three types of muscles in the body. The skeletal muscles move the body and the limbs. The smooth muscles are moving our internal organs, and the cardiac muscles help contract the heart. When we examine just the skeletal muscles, we find that there are different kinds as well. Fast twitch muscles, which are responsible for being an excellent sprinter, and the slow twitch muscles, which are useful if you're running long distances. In order for our brain to keep track of where our body parts are, there are muscle spindles that include stretch receptors that give proprioceptive feedback. So the muscles are keeping track of how far they're being stretched. This helps us maintain posture and respond to sudden changes. The Golgi tendon organs are tension detectors, and they prevent you from stretching your muscles too far to damage them. Voluntary movement refers to movements that you want to carry out and you know that you are doing this. These require planning in the brain, an execution plan sent from the brain to the spinal cord to the muscles, and also include some voluntary movement processing that's happening in the cerebellum. So most complex movements are a combination of voluntary and involuntary movement processes. The basal ganglia is involved in both executing movements and also inhibiting, stopping movements. Exactly how it does this is not completely understood. The cerebellum in particular is responsible for creating the smoothness of our movements. That is, to smooth out the jerkiness or instability of how we're moving, so we look graceful as we execute the movements. In this figure you see how much of the brain is involved in coordinating how we move and how we sense the environment through our peripheral nervous system. So it's taking most of our brain to carry out these tasks. In particular, you see the cerebellum there for modulating and smoothing movements, and then you see the posterior parietal cortex for keeping track of body locations, and you have the supplementary motor areas where the motor sequences are processed. So when you compare it to vision taking up a high percentage of our cortex, the motor system, the movement system and sensation system is also involving a large percentage of our cortex. That's all for now.